Welcome, Gemini. If you are looking for a way to understand what is coming your way during this Mercury retrograde on Thanksgiving during the full moon, you've come to the right place. My name's Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so we can keep track of each other. And as I go through this, if this content resonates with you, hit that thumbs up button because it lets me know that the content's useful and it'll get it in front of other people who also need to see this Gemini message. And please do share it out if you would. I always would hope that you would share it out. So what we're going to do today is get a card pull for you so you know what lesson you're learning during this retrograde Thanksgiving full moon and what helper is out there to help you get through it all and how they're going to help you get through it. So we'll describe some characteristics of that helper so you know who they are and you can reach out to them or keep your eye out for them if you haven't met that person yet. Ooh, Gemini, you got an Aries card here. The Emperor, for what your lesson is. And who's going to help you? Odin. So your lesson is the Emperor, and who's going to help you is Odin. All right. Interesting, overarching, we've got like fire and water here. Neutralizing elements. You can't have a fire with water, and you can't have water if there's a fire. It all goes away. But since our predominant energy here is fire, to have this water, what's happening is we're creating a lot of steam. And also, interestingly enough, we've got a lot of masculine energy here. And I don't mean masculine like dudes, guys. I mean like active energy, the choice of doing something in a way that is especially with the cups here, is it's an active passiveness. So in not doing something, that is active because it's a choice to not do something. We're going to dig into that a little bit, Gemini. It's not surprising that we have conflicting energies here, especially with Gemini, because Gemini can hit both sides of a coin. So we've got this active passivity going on. We've got this fiery water, this steam happening. Ooh, Gemini. This is going to get interesting. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a second. The other thing that I think is interesting is if you look at these cards, we got one guy standing up, one guy hanging upside down. So even in the dichotomy that is Gemini, we've still got something going like this, right? So the state of being in two different places or understanding two different sides of an argument is the state of Gemini, and you are fully in your glory during this full moon. What's the lesson you're learning? The lesson you're learning is sitting in, this is the phrase, sitting in your own power. There is importantly a throne here, but it's a natural throne. So Gemini, how you sit in your power during Thanksgiving, during a full moon, during a retrograde, is going to be an incredible learning experience for you. You're creating structures for yourself that you may not have actually thought through before, but exist in a way that are immature. It's kind of like the beginning of a Lincoln log house. You've got 4 Lincoln logs you've laid down, but you really haven't built up anything yet. And all you can see is that you're going to have something square and you forgot to build in a doorway. So, so if it was an actual house, you could get in and out. You know what I mean? Like you get those 4 together. Oh, wait, now how does somebody get in and out of this house? But then you're going to about to start building, but you're thinking about how to get somebody in and out of the house at the same time. So that duality of thought is there that Gemini can handle, but it's an immature structure that you're building right now. So what does it mean to sit in your power? We're going to talk about how this person can help you get through this question. What does it mean to sit in your power and experience that at a time where the energy is kind of crazy and retrograde is happening. So it feels like nothing's working like none of your devices are working. Your communication kind of sucks. Hey, Tara. So what does it mean to feel discombobulated and yet still be able to like own that shit as a Gemini? This is the person who's going to be able to help you. So that's the lesson you're learning. Sorry, the lesson you're learning is being discombobulated and being able to sit and own the strength of who you are and how you move forward. Who's going to help you do that? Odin. So the person in your life, or that may need to come into your life if you're keeping your eyes open, is this is like a grandfather type of figure, someone who would be mature to you, someone who would seem like they have an older soul, if not aged. There's someone who is willing to give you the shirt off their back. There's someone who is willing to give you the last dollar in their bank account in order to help you succeed. Very often, this is a parent or someone who acted as a parent if you weren't raised by your birth parents. This person has every intention to help you survive and thrive. They are somewhat spiritually minded. They're not like, it's not someone I would describe as really religious, but they have faith in whatever their religion is. So they may not be the type of person that you see spouting off about religion. They are probably not the type of person you'd see going to church every Sunday, and yet they may have a St. Christopher in their car, or they may have a Star of David on their chest. You know, that kind of thing. This is no surprise. So this person who's willing to do anything that has a spiritual bent to them is here to support you, Gemini, during this retrograde family Thanksgiving full moon time, so that as you are discombobulated and you're trying to create a structure that works for you and you're sitting in your own power, they can help you walk through that. They can help you figure it out because they're here to hold your hand and hold you up. And they're here to make sure that you have everything you need to make that happen. So work with them, talk to them, draw on their experience, ask them what they would do and incorporate it into how you're going to move forward. They're here to teach you and help you so that you can be successful. Yeah, and if you, I think you saw the beginning, Tara, but if you didn't, yes, there's a lot of balance here. And I was talking a lot about steamy stuff too. So what you may find is that you feel like a sense of, if you've ever been in a sauna, there's a sense of exhaustion. What you probably will feel during this time is a sense of physical exhaustion because it takes so much effort to get through all of these crazy things, all of the full moon energy, all of the retrograde energy, all of the family energy that's going on at Thanksgiving. Plus, you're trying to build a structure about how to deal with all that at the same time instead of like having it ready. It's going to be a lot of work and you're going to feel physically exhausted. So during Thanksgiving, just know you're probably going to be so physically exhausted from trying to be the best you can be and sit in your own strength and power and bring yourself to the table as best you can. And while working with this other person, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, Gemini, and nobody else can handle it like you can. So trust in and trust on that person who's there to help you because they can help bear some of that emotional weight, especially when you're not feeling as fiery as you want to feel and it's starting to become emotionally overwhelming. Then this person is there to take some of that for you and to help you through it. All right. I hope this is helpful, Gemini. If it is, please hit that thumbs up so I know that it's helpful and it gets this in front of other Geminis so they can take advantage of this too. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so we can keep track of each other. And check out Comingouttarot.com where you can find out how to get a reading with me. And for those of you that are already subscribed to my newsletter, I got one more email coming out this Thanksgiving. It's going to remind you of that coupon code that you can use through the end of November. Then it expires. And all of the year ahead readings go back up to full price for anybody who's a part of my newsletter list. So actually, I'm going to be doing them in order. So what did I just do? Gemini. So now I'm moving on to Cancer and then Leo. Yep, I'm going to do Cancer next. So it's coming. Don't worry. I'm getting through all 12. Yep, I'll be getting through all 12, Lindy. So keep hanging out, keep watching. You're welcome. All right, everybody. I'll see you on a little bit. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to tell your friends in case they want to come watch their sign.